So the Clippers win the tip, and they may occupy different conferences, but certainly some familiarity between these two teams, Grant.
Well, familiarity, huh? I mean, that's one way to put it. When these two teams face off, you know there's going to be some extra angst on the court and in the crowd. I'll tell you, rivalries like this really up the intensity. It should be a fun one.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Stewart finds MP. Six on the shot clock. Bay outside. Three-pointer. Hartenstein pulls it in. Jackson outside. Hey, great D that time from Grant. MP against George. Stewart, a screen on George. MP left side. Down low. And finished off by Stewart.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
It's deflected.
Well, twice on the pipes. Jeremy Grant says no, sir.
Pass to Cunningham. Bay with it. It's Stewart, high post. He's against Hartenstein. From deep, MP. Rebound by the Clippers. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And they swept the team last season, got the upper hand, and sustained the momentum.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And Grant, you look at the building blocks of MP's game. He's all about the fundamentals.
Yeah, and the fundamentals, BA, might be boring at times, but they're as important as ever. Glad to see a young star like MP embrace that part of winning basketball. Nice dime by MP off the pick and roll. He draws the defense's attention and then just flicks it away.
Leonard against Bay. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 so far.
And everyone knows what an elite defender Kawhi Leonard is. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he can still shape games with his defense.
MP finds Stewart. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the paint. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
And with Leonard, he's just as sharp as ever with his stifling defense.
Oh, his versatility is incredible. I mean, he can guard the toughest forward or guard each game, and he still has the energy to go out there and get numbers on the offensive end as well.
Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Driving in. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. The three is up. The rebound by MP.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Stewart, a screen on George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line.
To avoid being too physical with MP, he just does a terrific job there getting the defense to overcompensate.
Both teams will make substitutions, and so he hits both. The Clippers trail. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Winslow. Back to Hartenstein. Rebounded by the Pistons. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
3 on the clock. MP finds Diallo. Offline with a 3. The Clippers have gone 2 of 8 shooting the ball. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Winslow, guarded by Olynyk. Bledsoe outside. Off target at the rim. The Pistons leading.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
MP outside. 1:52 left in the first quarter. To the middle. And Olynyk the bucket on the assist by MP.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
Up top, Bledsoe. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Right wing. Here's Lyles. Buries it from 3.
Boy, you can't leave someone wide open on MP's team because this guy will notice and make a play.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Winslow. Kennard on the wing. Over MP. Kennard can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Diallo finds MP. Back to Diallo. And here's Olynyk. It's tipped. And he gets it back. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Jackson against MP. Leonard on the wing. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard out there with Justice Winslow. And it's Hartenstein in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Diallo against George. On the take. Pass to Hartenstein. It's Winslow on the wing. Hartenstein a screen. 5 to shoot. Fades. And it's Winslow missing. The Pistons shooting only 36% during the second. MP against Jackson. Grant the screen. And here's MP from outside. Rebounded by Winslow.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Hartenstein. He got a piece of it.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
Grant the screen. And here's MP from outside. And they recover it. Grant with a screen on George. Down low. Another shot. And there's a nice layup by Grant. Grant's got 5 points.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Here's Leonard. Hey, great D that time from Grant.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme. And Kawhi Leonard dipping his toe into free agency. Now, he opted out mostly to sign a longer contract with the Clippers. And in just 2 years, he has shown his value for this franchise. So they felt...
Kelly Olynyk. That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line from LA.
Guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
Well, they're also crashing the offensive glass with everything they've got. The second chance points coming in bunches.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Leonard with the ball, guarded by Olynyk. There's Jackson with the three. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
On the wing, MP. Leonard defending. Here's MP. And he's off from 17.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The Pistons shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Olynyk with a screen on Jackson. MP, the pass to Olynyk. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Takes a three. Pure from three-point range. He's got 11.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Jackson. MP against Jackson. And he's going for the lob. Oh, Grant throws it down.
This is where the size, speed, and mobility of Jeremy Grant comes into play. On the roll, tough to deal with.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Jackson. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the...
With a score, your Clippers, 35. The Pistons, 33.
Even first couple of quarters. This second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Man, have we seen Reggie Jackson really have a great game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. Bay and Grant make up the forward pair. MP is out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the 5, down low to the inside. And we see teams that win in the regular season but can't translate that to the playoffs, Doris. What are some of the reasons that could be the case?
I mean, BA, the first thing that comes to mind is the postseason, we know, is just a series of adjustments. We call them adjustments on adjustments on adjustments. Certainly it helps to have great shot makers, being able to score when your first or second option is taken away, because at that point, every defense takes away your best abilities as an offensive team.
Leonard with the ball, guarded by Stewart. From 12 feet, rebounded by the Pistons.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And some ball here. MP outside. On the wing, Bay. Sinks it from distance. Bay's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Leonard up top. He's covered by Bay. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Leonard. Shoots over Bay. Shot by Leonard, no good. George against MP. To the paint. Here's Grant. Doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Bay. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Pistons have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. MP. And rejected.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
Grant with a screen on George. MP, the pass to Grant. Oh, George with a steal. Jackson outside. Leonard can't get it to go. The Pistons leading. MP outside. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Connects from downtown.
Well, that's about recognizing.
Timeout taken by Detroit. Now into the lineup for the Pistons.
Great coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
George and Kawhi, the star-studded forward pairing. Reggie Jackson out there with Eric Bledsoe. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Stewart, no good. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. George against Grant. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Leonard. Back to Jackson. And here's Bledsoe. Over MP. And the Clippers miss again. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Grant. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And the Pistons lead by 15.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind. This guy just can't find his rhythm. And you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Leonard outside. Jackson outside. George outside. And George with the jam.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Inside. Here's MP. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it. He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Leonard. And the jumper is good at the free throw line.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
To the middle. Here's Stewart. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Bledsoe outside. Leonard outside. Bledsoe with a screen on Grant. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Stewart. Hartenstein sinks that one from the post.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
Picked by Stewart. MP, the pass to Stewart. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 15.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Bledsoe. Rebound Detroit. Stewart's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
MP no good.
He's not helping them at all by jacking up three-pointers. He's got to realize that immediately.
And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Jackson.
That'll be a Pistons timeout. Who wants a free t-shirt?
Detroit has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth.
All right.
Stolen by Jackson.
Coming onto the court.
Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr.
players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
MP finds Bay. MP against Leonard. Fades away. MP shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Stewart, a screen on George. Out to the right wing.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
George against MP. Pass to Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Now MP. Bay from long range. Paul George pulls it in. George has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And one of those nights where Kawhi Leonard just decides, I'm going to take over.
Grant the screen. Down low. Oh, Grant throws it down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Launches it. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
MP against George. MP outside. On the wing, Bay. Grant with a screen on George. MP, the pass to Grant. Oh, George with a steal.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Shot from the mid-range. That's short off the rim. And they go to the intentional foul.
Reggie Jackson. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 30.
Foul. Paul George. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the Clippers.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, you look at the skill set of MP and the impact he has on the guys around him. One of those players who just understands how to play to his strengths and how to avoid his weaknesses.
From deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Bay passes to MP. Grant the screen. The drive by MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them.
That's the end of the game. Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event.
All right, Frank, you want to start us off?
Now, MP, Pat Beverly says that you're an overrated defender and that people only rave about you because of your celebrity status. Now, what do you have to say about that?
Look, Pat's the best, isn't he? Love going up against that guy because he's going to try to knock you off your game, and I always welcome that sort of challenge.
So, is there anything you want to say to him on the record, though?
You know, I'm not much of a talker. I'm more of a Tim Duncan mode, but I feel confident in my squad, so I'm happy to let our play do the talking next time we meet, okay?
All right, thanks, MP.
Torres, what's going on?
You were really finding the open man tonight. Was that because the defense was keying in on you?
Man, they was all over me tonight, so I had to use these playmaking skills to find the open man.
What's the key to executing so well on offense?
The key is to get me the ball and get open. And even when they try to stop me, it don't work. I'm always going to find a good shot for myself or for somebody else on the team.
Great game tonight. Thanks.
Thank you, AT.